Hi, it's Stacy with Written Creations. And actually, that is my news for you because I am changing the name. I know it's exciting, but I have a good reason. So let's talk about it. Okay. First of all, the name of this page is changing from Written Creations to Families with Grace. I'm incredibly excited about it, and let me tell you why. First of all, Written Creations is not going away. I have been working under the name Written Creations LLC since I first started writing as a freelance journalist back in 2002. So that name is not going away. I'm just separating things a little bit. So Written Creations LLC is now basically just what I operate under as a writer and as a freelancer, and that will continue. What I am changing the name to here is Families with Grace, because that's what I'm writing about. I'm writing about families. I'm writing about parenting. I'm writing about faith. I'm writing about all of those different topics that I really love and that I'm passionate about and that I want to continue writing about. So I wanted a name to reflect that. Along with the name change, I am also changing things up a little bit. The content will stay the same. The format is getting different. So what I'm changing to is more of a blog format. I've had a blog in the past, and on that blog, I wrote a little bit more about work. And then I started getting into parenting a little bit, and then I switched all of it over to just posting on Facebook. So now I'm going back to the blog format because I'm excited about it. I can do more things with it that will help me organize the content and help you better be able to find content as well. I have things organized right now into 5 categories, which are parenting, marriage, spiritual, home, and health. And so that covers a little bit of everything that I write about over here. So the content really is not changing. I will still write about parenting struggles. I will write about marriage relationships. I will write about spiritual thoughts that I tend to have when God hits me over the head with lessons because I need that. I will write about home things like recipes and even maybe organization tips and things that I am learning because I am not good at being organized around my house all of the time at all. I will write health articles. Sometimes I do things about actual health issues. I've been honest and open about some of my own health struggles, and I will continue to do that. But I will also do some general things like how to take care of yourself in the middle of taking care of your family, ways to find rest. In fact, if you head over there right now, you can find 5 tips on how moms can find time to rest because it's hard to find that as a mom. And I know that. So that's what we're talking about with Families with Grace. I feel very excited about it. I'm very passionate about it. The whole point of the name Families with Grace is to reflect that's what we want to be. We want to be a family filled with grace, for grace with one another. Sometimes we are very quick to give grace to strangers, that we are going to be kind to them and we're going to give them grace for whatever that they have going on. But then in our own homes, we can be not so filled with grace. We can be easy to anger maybe, or we can be a little bit harder on our children than we would be to someone else or whatever. And so we want to talk about that. We want to work on that. We want to be filled with grace and be so full of grace that that's all that comes out of us. And I'm working on that. I am a work in progress. I'm not perfect. If I was perfect, I would not need grace. So I'm never going to come to you and be like, I'm such an expert. I'm so good at this, because I'm not. But I want to learn, and let's learn together and let's work on it together, and we'll build a community no matter how old your children are, from the youngest to having adult children or whatever you have. We all need to work on it. And so that's what we're going to talk about. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be a community and build each other with grace and with faith and with love, and we'll work together. We'll talk about what's working. We'll talk about what is not working, and we will just we'll make it fun. It'll be good. We'll enjoy each other, I hope. And I will continue to post over here so that whenever I do have a new blog post, you will have a direct link over here on the Facebook page that will take you right to that new blog post. So I encourage you to check back here. You can also find Families with Grace in other areas as well, on Pinterest and on Instagram. And even on Twitter. Twitter is actually linked to through my personal account on Twitter, and you will find that all of the links are on the blog, www.familieswithgrace.com. And so you can check out all of those links to be able to get connected with us on social media. The other thing that you will notice when you go to the blog, aside from being organized with categories, and aside from the fancy layout and everything that looks gorgeous, thanks to my husband, who's super good at that, you will also find some ads. And I know that's a little bit different, but that's part of the format change as well. I am a freelance journalist. This is what I do as my job. This is my work. And sometimes my blog writing has gotten a little bit pushed to the back burner because I don't actually really make revenue from that. And I need to change that in order to be able to write more. And so that's why there are ads, and that just happens. Now can consider myself a paying client, and be able to write more content, write more about what you want to hear, write more about what I want to write, and just be excited about it, because these are the things that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about helping families grow together with love, with faith, and with grace, so that we can be so full of these things we just thrive as a family. Yes, there will be hard times. Yes, we will mess up. Yes, it will go awry, because life inevitably happens and things go that way. But overall, we want to be families filled with love and faith, and most of all with grace as well. And we want to be compassionate with one another, and we want to love one another, and we want to just be there. And that's what all of this is about. That's what my page is about. That's what the writing will continue to reflect. That's what the content is. So I just encourage you, please go over there, check out the new page, check out the new setup, the new format. It's really cool. I'm so excited. I'm going to make sure that there's a link for you. So go check it out. And if you like Written Creations as a Facebook page, you don't have to do anything differently. You'll just notice that now, instead of saying Written Creations, it will say Families with Grace. If you don't like us, please do. I would love for you to join us, be a part of us. And if you can, recommend us to your friends, because there's some good stuff, and I'm super, super, super excited, if you can't tell. All right, so please go check it out, familieswithgrace.com. Thank you.